What is going on, everybody? My name is Zal, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Modded Survival Season 2. Yes, I have to specify Season 2 because we are now on the second season of this series. Honestly, it would not be appropriate just to simply leave it at Minecraft Modded Survival, as another series on this channel already has that title. Either way, it is now daytime. Decided just to go ahead and wait out the night here, but the first thing I want to do before anything is find one more sheep and get myself a bed. So if you're here in the last episode, which if you're watching this one, I would hope that you were, I managed to find myself a nice, comfortable, although a little bit cold, place to live. And this is where I've decided to call home. And this is a... what was the name of this biome? It had an interesting name. Oh, we actually do have a dead forest over here. Okay. That is good to know. But it's like a muskeg, I think? Yeah, there we go. That's it. Muskeg is where the house actually is. But it technically is also a dead forest as well. So I guess a comment I made in the previous episode does in fact reign true. But either way, in today's episode, my plan is to explore that thing right there. That is the ice temple, which I was talking about in the previous episode, the one that we had come across. And it's gonna have some interesting loot in it, if I'm not mistaken. So, if I'm not mistaken, I know I just said that, I'm not trying to be redundant here, but I think that there is a different set of traps in there as well. And the different traps kind of make it a bit of a different experience as far as trying to disable them. But the thing is, I don't remember exactly how different it is. I don't remember exactly what it looks like at the bottom. All I know is that I'm going to have to be super cautious when I enter, but we'll get to that when we get there. First, I need to find myself a sheep. Okay, so in my expedition, I didn't find a sheep, but I did find the first of the new roguelike dungeons, the dungeon crawl mod. Not roguelike dungeons, I'm used to calling it that because that's what it was in the previous series, but this is part of the dungeon crawl mod. And I'm not going to go down there right now because I'm definitely not ready. I can barely handle normal combat. But if you notice, it's very similar how it's set up. We have a staircase leading down into presumably the dungeon, and it also leads up into the tower, which I'm going to check that out at a later time. But it's still worth noting that it does exist. I'm happy that we came across that. So that will be a venture for a future episode, but for now, back to finding sheep. Alright, Wolf, show me the way. Where's the sheep at? Come on. You're good at finding sheep. I need to know where they are, so lead the way. No? You're not going to lead the way? Come on, man. You're my pal. I'll come back with some bones later if you just show me where the sheep are. Come on, they gotta be around here somewhere. No, he's not gonna cooperate, is he? I don't think he is. But if there's no sheep around here, I will know why. So I did just check, and this is in fact a snowy plains biome, so this area will stay cold year-round. So even when summer hits, actually, I don't know if it's gonna stay snowy during the summer, but even when summer hits, it should still to stay relatively cold. Getting tongue-tied here, and I do apologize for that. And also, if you haven't noticed... oh, I think I see a sheep. Yep, I do. He's kind of way over there, but I need him. But in case you haven't noticed, I am a little bit sick. I have been for a few days. It's a lot better than it was. But I actually attempted to record this before, and the reason that didn't work out... two reasons, in fact. One was because I kept coughing throughout. Like, every time I tried to say anything, I would just start coughing instead. And that was actually earlier this morning. It was earlier today, but... hello, buddy. Oop, sorry to kill you, but it's for a good cause, I promise. Good cause being I need to sleep. But anyway, I tried to record and it didn't exactly work out for those specified reasons, and also because I was using OBS at the time instead of Bandicam. Oop. Yeah, I'm going to be laggy either way regardless, but I was using OBS, and for some reason OBS decided to not work properly. In fact, it kept cutting out the audio when it lagged, which was honestly very frustrating. And it's definitely not what we want when trying to record a video like this. Like, I already have a frog. You're a bit out of your element here, don't you think? I mean, look around you. There's snow and ice all over the place, and you're just chilling. Okay, well, to each their own, I guess. I mean, I like the cold too, but that's a little bit extreme. But anyway, as I was saying, there are a bit too many problems, and honestly, ultimately, I decided to scrap the recording. And plus, I'm kind of glad I did, because this new area that we found, I feel like is a much better. I can go ahead and replay a clip of the area I settled on the previous episode. And because it's currently September, would be a good idea to kind of settle in a fall biome, don't you think? I definitely think so. So you know what? This is where we're going to call our home. Yeah, as you can see, it's not nearly as interesting. So I'm kind of glad that I decided to choose this area instead. And I'm glad I decided to restart. But, I mean, either way, I'm sure it still would have been very fun had we started in that world. But at the same time, I'm kind of glad we did not. Anyway, now that we have achieved our initial goal of finding a bed, well, we didn't find a bed, we found wool to make a bed, we're going to get a few more basic resources right quick before we decide to venture into that icy temple. First things first, I need to determine what kind of wood this is. I think it's, no, this is not oak. This is, okay, it's dead logs. Okay, well, it'll be used for resources, that's about it. And our axe already broke, of course it did. The woes of not having iron and not having basic materials for tools. But one thing I did not download for this mod was anything that added any more ores to the game. Which, I mean, honestly, I didn't want to make things exactly the same as what it was in the previous Let's Play, but at the same time, the mods I downloaded were ones that I actually liked, and I downloaded them because I liked them, if that makes sense. So, I mean, it would have been nice to find another, or at least a couple other ones fairly similar, but unfortunately it did not work out in my favor. Also, just before starting this episode, I did actually kill a couple mobs who happened to be lingering around outside the house. And one of them dropped the carrot, so now we have a carrot. And we'll be able to plant that to start our farm here pretty quickly. Because getting a sustainable food source is definitely on the agenda. I don't know if it's going to be today's episode or if I'm going to do that off camera, I don't know. But it'll be very soon, if nothing else. Did I just hear another frog? Yep, I sure did. Okay, I guess the frogs like the snow now. Even though that doesn't seem entirely accurate, but okay. Yep, sure enough, as anticipated, the inside of this well is in fact frozen. To be expecting, considering it's made of literal ice. Nice little peek over here. I see a polar bear in the distance, another one over here. Have this nice little glacier to live on. That's pretty cool because even when the snow melts, it's going to be nice to look over there and still see snow and ice. Okay, let's go ahead and quickly upgrade our weapons because we do have some cobblestone on us. I need to find myself some coal. That way I can make more torches and actually cook up these the raw mutton I have. But unfortunately, I don't know where to find coal at the moment without digging down, which I am going to dig down here soon because I need to get a cave system started. But yeah, for now, we just kind of have to work with what we have. Let me go ahead and store these items. Eventually, okay, that's another thing I did not do in the previous series. And I'm still kind of scratching my head as to why. Also, go away, pumpkins. I'm kind of scratching my head as to why, because usually nowadays when I start a Minecraft world, one of the first things that I will do is I will make myself a storage unit. Now the storage unit, usually I like to go all out, like I like to make them something else, something special, something cool. But it doesn't have to be anything extravagant, just somewhere where I can keep things organized, because I noticed in the previous series, oh, I need an axe. Gosh darn it. But in the previous series, I realized that I wasn't really keeping things organized like I should have. Like, everything was all scattered in different chests, and then nothing was where it should have been because there was no place for things, and it was honestly kind of a mess. And we're going to avoid that in this series too. We're going to have a storage unit. We're going to have basically everything that we need to basically live on and survive on. We're going to have an actual legitimate base. Okay, so this is a new kind of tree for me. I'm guessing it's just oak. I thought that I'd cut down an oak at some point, but apparently not. Nope, it's just oak. And also, another mod which I do want to mention is right now I also have the crayfish mod installed, which is a furniture mod. It adds all sorts of different furniture to the game. But because they are in the process of basically rewriting the entire mod from scratch as it stands currently, not all the furniture will be present. So I don't know if we'll have like the fancy stuff that we had in the previous thing. Like I don't know if we'll have TVs. We'll have the basics such as like a desk, chair, tables, that kind of stuff. But it's not going to be as extensive. I know that for sure. Which that's kind of a letdown, but at the same time, I mean, we'll have plenty of other stuff to explore. Like we have with this mod pack that I have installed. We'll have other dimensions that we can go to. We'll have different various places and structures which we can explore. And it's still going to be a fun time regardless. So even if we are missing out on a couple of experiences, I mean, so be it. It is what it is. And again, like I said in the previous episode, we just kind of have to deal with the hand that we are dealt. So how is everybody doing today? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. I don't know when this is going to be posted, by the way, because I have yet to actually figure out a time schedule for when I'm going to be posting my videos. And was this really what I meant to do? Was I really trying to farm out? No. I need like basic resources. By the way, I'm not sure exactly what my current time schedule is going to be like, how I'm going to be posting the videos or when. But my goal is to post at least a couple videos a week. I'm not going to go all out this time around, guys. Because, I mean, usually, like, I end up spending, like, a lot of time and effort putting into these videos. Oh, well, that's lucky. And I'm not going to say they're going to be low effort and low quality. That's not at all what I'm getting at here. But what I am saying is that there will be less of them than previously. And I have several reasons behind this. One of them, I'm working a full-time job, which usually I am because, I mean, I gotta get by somehow. But also, additionally, in addition to working a full-time job, I have another job which I'll be starting sometime soon. And the nighttime job the job that I have currently is a nighttime job, which means I'm sleeping during the day all the time, and I'm awake at night. Like, currently, right now, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. But this 3 o'clock in the morning might as well be 3 in the afternoon based off of my current time schedule. Okay, so we are going to continue down this way. Hopefully I can run to a cave system or something. And because we are in 1.19, we have the opportunity to run into the various different cave biomes which now exist within the world. And there goes our first pickaxe, that's okay. And those cave biomes are, of course, like the lush caves, the dripstone caves, all that good stuff. We'll be able to explore them. And I have explored a couple of them, but I haven't seen everything that this update has to offer yet. Oh, looks like we found some water. Makes me wonder if we've stumbled upon a cave system, or maybe we just found... Okay, I don't know. This is not looking very promising yet. Okay, this is not looking very promising at all. You know what? I think I'm just going to continue digging down this way, and I'll update you when I find something. So another thing I want to mention, on the topic of editing my videos. So I talked about this briefly in the first episode, but I want to go more in depth on what I have in mind here. So on the topic of not updating, but editing my videos, I kind of want to keep it similar to what I was doing. Ooh, iron, hello. I kind of want to keep things similar to what I was doing before, but not entirely the same, if that makes sense. So, similar entails that I'll be editing my videos, but not heavily. Like, I mean, I'll be doing jump cuts here and there to kind of keep the videos interesting and fresh, but I'm not going to be editing them so much that it's like all you see is nothing but highlights. And I know a lot of YouTubers and whatnot will do that, which is great for them. I mean, a lot of their videos are very enjoyable all the same. But just like the first season, I like my series to be basically presented in a way where anybody can just kind of come in, maybe put it on in the background, and just kind of like listen to what's going on, even if they're not like fully watching the video. And basically it gives them something to listen to, and also it kind of like shows basically the processes of what go on into like creating a Minecraft world. I mean, if you're watching this video, there is a basically 90% chance, yes, I'm pulling this number out of my butt, but 90% chance or so that you also play the game yourself. So therefore, honestly, it would not surprise me. Well, I mean, would not surprise me, but therefore, I mean, maybe this kind of content will appeal to you more, is what I'm trying to say, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, if there's one thing, I still haven't really found my flow yet when it comes to, like, doing YouTube in general. Like, I mean, I've come back, I posted videos and whatnot, but I haven't really done anything on this channel that is, like, super ambitious yet. And I don't know if I'm going to, because, I mean, this always has been and still is kind of a hobby. Man, I'm not finding any caves, am I? But either way, I mean, I would like to keep this as, or at least until I'm able to find that niche or whatever it is I'm looking for, if I even find it. I'm going to kind of just keep doing things the way I like to do it. But yeah, hopefully you guys are okay with that. And I know I'm talking about this while doing probably the most boring thing that you can possibly do in Minecraft. But hey, that's kind of just proves my point. I mean, I'm here to basically just do things my own way, and I don't really care what people think. I mean, that's a lie. I do care what people think, because I want feedback and I want people to communicate with me. But if they don't, then that's alright. And also, another thing I just want to point out super quickly before I cut ahead is if you happen to have left a comment on the previous video, like any format or any, feedback or anything such as that, and I'm not addressing you in this video, it's because I'm recording videos kind of in advance because I have to work with the time I have. But don't worry, I will get to you, and I will be addressing whatever comments you may have in the future. Okay. And more water. Okay, what is with all the water? Is there like a flooded cavern or something here? That's what it's starting to look like. Yeah, that's definitely what's going on here. Okay, that's not exactly what I want. Huh. Well, alright then. Whoa, okay. Yeah, I fell into the water. Yeah, this is not great. But that's alright. I mean, I'll make it work somehow. Like, I'll figure something out here, but I really need to actually find an actual cave, because this is not working for me. Alright, nighttime is upon us. I hear spiders, and it is snowing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Not the part about the spiders, but, you know, the snow. The snow is beautiful. Okay, there we go. Go and kill them off. I'm not as worried about mobs now as I once was. And go and block these off again just for now. Because like before, I mean, when I was playing this before, I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure I was coming off of a time where I like exclusively played in peaceful mode, and at the time I was kind of embarrassed to admit that. That's why I wasn't that adept at like fighting monsters. Which, I mean, one thing I noticed, like as the series went on, I got a lot more confident and it became a lot easier for me. Oop, there. Oh, wait. What? Oh, I must have already slept. Wow, I'm scatterbrained, man. I always have been. Either that or the sun just came up within like 5 seconds. But anyway, I've never been like super adept when or I wasn't super adept at the time of fighting monsters, of combat, anything of the sort. But this time around, I mean, things are a little bit different because, I mean, over the past 5 years, I have been playing Minecraft every single day. Okay, no, that is a total and complete lie. I definitely have not been. But I have been back to the game many, many times, as you can tell by the multiple worlds. But there are a couple things which honestly haven't changed within that time. And you're going to find this rather embarrassing, because I was embarrassed about this the first time I admitted it, back in the day. But, as of yet, 2022, even though I've been playing this game for how many years now? I have not yet been to the end on my own in a survival world. So I haven't killed the dragon yet. Wow. Whoa, hello. Okay, I was not expecting that. What are you doing here? Get out of here. Dumb creeper. What is your problem? Thinking you can just sneak up on me like that. Okay, let's go ahead and run away from the house just for a second. Where'd he go? Okay, he's over here. Because I do not want him messing up my home. It's like, I don't have much right now, buddy. This is all I got. If you mess up my house, we're going to have some problems. But anyway, I've still never been to the end. Well, I mean, I've been... Alley Cat, if you're watching this video, the time I went to the end playing in your world was basically the only time I actually fought the dragon in a survival setting. And that is the honest truth. I can actually justify this in some way, shape, or form. I know a lot of people out there may be like, what? You actually haven't fought the dragon? It's like, and you call yourself a Minecraft veteran? It's like, well, I mean, thing is, combat, even though, I mean, I'm fine with it, I've always just liked the aspect of the game where you're just relaxing and surviving. That's always what I preferred about Minecraft. So when it comes to, like, combat and, like, fighting the dragon and all that stuff, honestly, it's not really been my thing. So, taking a quick look around here, trying to survey my surroundings, but also trying to determine exactly what it is I want to do here. Okay, so we have this giant forest back here, which is very enticing. I do want to explore it at some point. But, woo, okay, lagging. Right now is probably not the time. It's nice to see we have some flowers over here. I can use those for decoration later. Because even in the previous series, I was very big on decorating. I had this very nice garden which I had made, which was really cool. We had like cobblestone, not like actual like cobblestone, but it had like craftable cobblestone, which I set down as like floor pieces. And then I had like hedges and all sorts of flowers, and it was actually really neat. Maybe I can create something kind of similar to that in here as well. There's some food. Which actually, that brings up another point I wanted to bring up, or wanted to make in these videos. And I'm not going to be able to make a full armor set yet, but I want to be able to make at least something. We got chest plate. I'm making a sword for sure. And I'm also going to go ahead and jump the gun here and make myself an iron pickaxe. That way, if I happen to come across some diamonds or something early on, I'll be able to mine them without any issues. So I guess I'll go ahead and make the pants as well, and then I'll make the other items when I'm able to. But anyway, as I was saying, I wanted to bring up another point right quick. And that point is that in future episodes, I want to kind of adopt some of the goals which I had previously set for myself in the first series. And the goals I want to adopt are kind of the more ambitious goals. And I know okay, that looks ugly. I need to do something about it. But I know I said something along the lines last time of, oh, well, I'm not going to be doing anything too ambitious in the series. Well, I mean, that is kind of half true. I mean, I do want to have like some more ambitious goals, but it's not going to be like things that will be accomplished in a single episode. Sorry, I had to get this. This was bugging me. But basically the goals, or the type of goals that I want to set for myself, will be like long-term things, which I will be doing throughout the series as the series progresses. And what are these goals, you might ask? Well, one of them is I want to get at least one of every type of tree. From Biomes of Plenty, Vanilla, the Nether, all of it. I want to get one of at least every type of tree. This is something which I had started doing in the previous series, but I never got around to finishing it. But this time, I'm going to go all out. I'm going to create a list, and I really should have brought some blocks with me, but I'm going to create a list. Whoa, we got strays in this temple. Okay, I was right to armor up. Hello, buddy. But going to create a list. And I'm going to stick to that list, and I'm going to use that list, Enderman. Ooh, I'm not ready to fight an Enderman. And use it to eventually find and check off the items which I'm going to be collecting. And, okay, I'm a bit scared, because this is... Okay, I was not expecting there to be strays in here. I mean, I guess I should have expected it, because, I mean, it's an ice temple, but, I mean... You don't exactly find... Okay, I can take an Enderman just because of the current setup we have. But, you don't exactly find husks in a desert temple, do you? Okay, so this is different. I know for sure. And I need to be super duper cautious. Oh, come on, man. Get out of here. Like, seriously? Oh boy. Okay, well, actually, hold on. Let's back up a bit, because there are a couple of things worth noting. I'm not quite prepared to go in there as I thought I was going to be. But this is good in the sense that if strays spawn in this temple, then I have a very easy XP source on my hands. I'm still going to go after the loot, don't worry, but I'm not going to go into the top part of the temple right now. I'm going to kind of dig down from the bottom and see if I can somehow find a way to the loot. But yeah, I don't remember there being strays in there. That's news to me. But the bones, we can use the bones. That'll be a source of bones, and that'll also be a source of... experience if I need it, when I need it. Actually, let's go and use that last iron ingot to make a shovel. I know it probably seems like a waste, but who cares? But anyway, I know I'm getting off topic here. As I was saying, goals. Goal number 1, which this is going to be over time, not immediately, but goal number 1, find one of every type of tree. Goal number 2, find at least one of every type of gem. That's if the gems even still exist. So, the gems. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say the gems, I am talking about... Ooh, okay, gonna be a bit careful here. I'm talking about the rubies, the sapphires, the paradots, all that stuff, which could be found underground in certain Biomes of Plenty biomes. Those gems. So those gems ended up causing me a bit of a mishap at some point in the previous series, because there was a... Ooh, really? What am I doing? There was a bit of a... or there was some confusion regarding the Biomes of Plenty gems versus some from a different mod. I think it was the Zeocraft mod. So basically what had ended up happening was that I found some gems from what I thought was the Zeocraft mod underground. There were some rubies. And if you watch the series, you'll know what I'm talking about. But if not, then this will be kind of a funny story. But I found the gems thinking they were from the Zeocraft mod, and I was going to be able to make this really cool, really neat ruby sword with it. This very powerful sword, which would be able to, I think I said something along the lines of like one-shot the Ender Dragon, which it would not have been able to do that, but you can kind of see where I'm coming from. It was a very powerful sword. And then I brought the gems back. I was super excited. I'm like, oh yeah, I have these brand new gems. Check this out. Am I even going into the temple? But check this out. I have these really cool gems. I can make this really awesome OP sword. It's going to be epic. But then I tried to make the sword only to find that I could not make the sword. And at first I was like, well, what the heck? I thought I was going to be able to make this really cool sword. What's going on here? Okay, so we're actually below it. Okay, hold on. I don't think I want to be below it. Go away, snowballs. But I'm like, what the heck? Like, I want to make this really cool sword. Why can't I make the sword now? Like, what's going on? And I found out that the gems, even though they looked exactly the same, they were the wrong ones. They were the ones from Biomes of Plenty. Okay, hold on. Be very careful here. Very careful. Okay, hold up. Maybe it's a good idea to actually mine the TNT, because again, I don't know exactly how this is set up yet. Because it's a different format than the Desert Temple. Desert Temple, obviously, you go down just anywhere but the center. Okay, we got tripwire hooks. Ooh, yeah, you see what I'm saying? Okay, so instead of there being... Okay, I gotta be super careful. Okay, let's go ahead and... Oh, ooh, diamonds! Diamonds! We already found diamonds. It's only episode 2. 3 saddles? Are you serious right now? Okay, hold up. Still being careful. Okay, destroy that. Destroy that. And then... Okay, come on. Cautious. There we go. Okay, I think it's safe, but we're going to open them from a distance anyway. But wow, I remember in the original series, it took me forever to find diamonds. But here we are in episode 2, and I've already found diamonds. How cool. Okay, so snowball. I don't care about snowballs. I'll take the gunpowder, though. Let's see what we got in this one. More diamonds. Okay, more saddles. That's a bit heavy on the saddles, but I'm not complaining. And we even have ourselves some emeralds. Okay, this is good. And then finally... Hold on, was that the last one? I thought I had one more. Oh, okay. Yep, I guess that was it. Okay, but that was definitely a fruitful expedition. We got ourselves some diamonds already. Plus, we got ourselves some other useful resources, which will come in handy later. And I will take the TNT. Because not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but it could come in handy. You never know with stuff like this. But either way, it was a very funny story because, like, ooh, iron, I'll take that too. Because, like, I look back on that, and I'm like, how did I not realize this? Like, how did I not realize that the resources that I was gathering were not the resources which, like, it didn't click in my mind. Like, I was thinking they were just outright fakes, and they just brought in fake resources into the game, even though that's not the case. But it's like, it didn't click in my mind that, hey, these might be from another mod, it's all. Maybe they're not the rubies you're looking for. But to my credit, lots of mobs out here, to my credit, the resources were very similar in design to the other ones. Like, they looked basically the same. I think they were just a little paler in color. But either way, they looked very similar, and it was very easy to mistake them. So, the ore looked different, but I didn't know what the ore looked like. All I thought was, oh, hey, rubies. But they were different rubies. They were the wrong kind of rubies. Okay, so very good haul. I'm glad that we did that. We also made some very interesting discoveries. We learned about how basically those temples work now. And we also learned that they have strays in them. So we have ourselves a very, very good source for experience now if we need it. Get out of here. You dumb skeleton. Come on, man. Like, I wanna get some rest. That way I can skip today and actually make some progress. Still? Are you serious? Monsters? Zombies? Come on. Yeah, one of the first things I'm going to have to do is secure the area. I'm going to have to make a bunch of torches, light up everything, and it's going to get rid of the snow, but that's okay. Alright, so we only found 2 iron ingots, but that's alright. Go ahead and smelt those up, because I'll be able to make those for other items here later. And I think I should be okay to rest now, because everything is clear, which is great. And yeah, so far we are making some really good progress. I'm happy with what we've done so far, but we're not ending the episode just yet, because these episodes probably going to be about 30-40 minutes long, just like the previous ones. And I'm honestly okay with that. I'm actually happy about that. I'm excited for it. Also, I realized I think my cough kind of went away. I mean, I still kind of have it, but it's definitely not nearly as bad as it was before. Okay, so since we do have a bit more time, we have achieved the goal which I set out to do in this episode already. I'm going to gather a few more resources. First things first, I need to find some sand, because I need to make some glass for the windows. Hello, spider. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day, trekking out in the snow. Just try not to get super lost, and try not to slip on ice. That crap hurts, trust me, I know. But yeah, while I do this, I will go ahead and talk about a couple of other things too, which are on my mind. First thing being that life changes. I mentioned in the previous episode at the start that I had a couple of major life changes happen within the past year or so. And I'll just say a lot of stuff went down. A lot of stuff went down. So this is going to kind of be a bit of a life update segment. I'm sorry if a lot of people aren't into that sort of thing, but I'm going to kind of keep things vague just because, you know, even though my name and face is kind of out on the internet at this point, I'm not going to be like super duper, or I'm going to be protective of my identity, of course. But anyway, oh wow, we're already 40 minutes into this recording. I'm going to have to end the episode soon. But either way, I'll continue for now. A couple of life changes. Foremost, I have actually moved out of Texas. Before I used to live in Texas, and I lived in basically the heart of Texas. Ooh, this is a weird looking biome. Basically, it wasn't like deep south, like far south, but it was like central south where I used to live. You could probably easily look up what city that is, but I'm still not going to say exactly where it was. But either way, I had lived in a city in Texas. And that's basically where I'd been most of my life. I grew up there. I had my family there for the longest time until everyone moved out and joined the Air Force, Army, whatever, and kind of went their own ways. But I lived there for the longest time. Oh, this... Okay, at first I thought that was poison. I'm like, is this going to poison me? Okay. But I lived in the Air... Well, I didn't live in the Air Force. I have family in the Air Force. But I lived in Texas, and eventually, due to some circumstances which happened in life, I had the opportunity to move to a different state, which is something that I had been wanting to do for a very long time. And now it's raining / snowing. Great. It's going to be another world where it rains and snows all the time, isn't it? But yeah, this is something which has been in the works, at least in my mind, for a long time. I've just been waiting for a chance to actually do it. But now that I finally got the chance, I moved from Texas to Utah. So yes, my dream of living in a place where it actually snowed every winter came true. I live in a much colder environment, and I'm happy knowing that even though it's only September right now, it's already starting to cool down outside, which is great. Whereas in Texas at this point, we're still in like the high or mid 90s if we're lucky. But yeah, that's one thing that happened. There are also a number of other pretty radical events which happened, including my car getting stolen on a pizza delivery job and all sorts of other weird shenanigans that went down over the past year, but I'm not going to get into all that. The big one has been mentioned. I moved from a different state, and I've also been adjusting to a different job and new life over in Utah. This happened fairly recently, by the way, like 5 or 6 months ago now. So yeah, I mean, a lot has been going on my end. thought I'd give you guys an update on that in case anybody out there was curious what I've been up to. And yeah, I've still kind of been around playing games and whatnot, just kind of doing my own thing, but I mean, I haven't been recording just because recording can be exhausting and it takes a lot of effort to do. I know it sounds silly to say. A lot of people will be like, wait, what? It's like all you do is sit in front of a computer and talk and play a game. It's like, yeah. But for some people, it's actually really difficult to commentate and play a game at the same time. For me, it's something that kind of sort of comes naturally, and I know it seems like I'm just kind of BSing right now, but I'm doing this for a reason. I need seeds. And plus, because I need to make a farm, but either way, I know it kind of seems like excuse me. I know it kind of seems like it's like not that hard to do, but I mean, it does take effort to actually make these videos, especially when I have to go back in and edit all of them, and there's a lot of time and effort that goes into it, and plus it takes up like a lot of my time and a lot of patience, and plus when things go wrong, it kind of messes with it messes up a lot. It's more than just, oh hey, the video failed. It's like all this time and effort that I put into the video has now been wasted, and now I have to allocate more time to re-record and so on and so forth. I mean, it's a lot more than just, you know, I sit in front of a computer and record a video. And it can be exhausting to the point that it's very easy to get burnt out doing this. So therefore, there have been these long periods of time, long stretches of time where I just flat out have not wanted to record, haven't been recording. And that's why in this particular case, that's why I'm taking things slower. That's why I'm not going to be putting out like a video every single day, or even every other day for that matter. I'm going to kind of limit it to maybe like twice a week as far as my uploads go. And it's only going to be Minecraft, which I play for the time being. If for whatever reason, eventually, I feel the need to expand that and go out and do other things, which that's going to be very highly dependent on whatever feedback I might get, if anybody wants to see that, so on and so forth, then maybe I will allocate more time, resources, and effort into doing more frequent uploads. But we'll see. We will see. Maybe third time is a charm as far as getting this channel off the ground. But either way, I'm not super worried about that anyway. As I said, I just want to come, have a good time, and enjoy myself. That's all I want to do. That's all this is about. And honestly, if the numbers come, they come. If not, then oh well. If you are here watching this video, I am very happy that you are. And hopefully you are enjoying this content just as much as I am having fun making it. Anyways, I've kind of rambled on enough. I think this is where we're going to end today's episode because we're coming up on 50 minutes already. Good thing about Bandicam is that I can actually look up and see how long I've been recording instead of having to guess. Because I'm playing in window mode, that kind of fixed the issue I had in the previous episode at the start. But I can see how long I've been recording. It's been almost 50 minutes, 47, 09, 10, 11, so on and so forth right now. So this is where we're getting it in today's episode. Let me just put some glass on here to kind of make this a complete house. In the next episode, I'm probably going to focus on trying to make myself a better structure and try and get myself a better place to live. Because, yeah, this is just a little temporary situation. But in my off time, I'll probably gather up some food, gather up some more resources, and I'll see what else that I can do to help improve my current situation. But either way, this was a very successful episode. Dead sapling. Really? So I can plant the dead trees. Very successful episode in my opinion. If you liked it, do me a favor, hit that like button please. And if you want to see more of this, don't forget to subscribe because I will have more coming. Alright, thanks guys for watching. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. You mean the world to me. Just you being here. My game just froze. Oh, great. But thank you guys so much. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day and continue to do so. I will see you guys in the next one. Y'all take care.